What's up, everybody? Good morning. Oh, look at this hair. This is great. How's it going? We're live. We're here. Why can't I do this? Give me that. That's what I need in my life right now. Okay, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. It's just all happening right now, folks. I just got done listening to the Folks Finance Algorand node incentivization space. Do you have some thoughts? I got the chat working. I can talk to you people now. I love it. Look at this. Good morning, CJ. Good afternoon. It's still morning in the West Coast where I'm at. So maybe CJ's on the West Coast and 409's in the West Coast. Mort, good morning. I know Mort's not on the West Coast. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for chiming in. Whatever. I never do this show so late. It's 11 o'clock on the Pacific Ocean. West Coast, United States, my God. You know, sometimes you just don't have a good brain. Folks, okay, so what do we want to say? Before I dive in and talk about the news, there's a lot of things that happened. We had Jerry come out and say that they may raise rates, and then the market kind of was like, oh, we don't like it. We don't care. And now it's just kind of, we're moving on. NVIDIA is taking over the world, folks. I hope you bought some of that, and you've just been sitting on it. Stop selling things like Apple and NVIDIA. Just let it sit there. Just let it sit there for years and watch them dominate the world. That's the strategy when it comes to those big tech companies. What else did we see today? We're not getting, I should have taken it off of the title. We are not getting a Grayscale decision today. I think it's pretty unequivocal that people think that that's going to go in the way of Grayscale, which will be a bullish thing for spot Bitcoin ETFs, which should generate some excitement. So I would say the other thing I put in the title, the Binance versus the DOJ, maybe we should just get that over with before Grayscale's lawsuit finishes. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I don't know how closely you've been following what's going on there. Binance, their links to Russia, and which is obviously going to be a problem for the Department of Justice. And then you saw recently MasterCard and Visa are kind of separating themselves from Binance. We'll look at that. I was reading about Base. You know, frankly, when it comes to layer twos on Ethereum, I think that they're kind of like meh. It's like be able to scale the layer one of Ethereum, and then you have a real thing. But these centralized sort of layer twos don't get me very excited. I'm sorry. And if you're going to get excited about any of them, it seems to make sense that you're going to get excited about Base because, I don't know, you don't have to worry about the people behind Base stealing all your money or being, you know, they just have a lot more to lose. So that kind of trust that you seem to need in crypto. I don't know. Guys, it's confusing, but I'll say this about the folks finance space. I'm not actually super in tune with the conversation, but I can say this, and this is, I think, well, I had a question. I do have a question. Why is the online stake on Algorand plummeting so much? Who is it? I have a feeling they probably know. Who's removing stake from all that? Why is it going low? And look, those guys were pretty unequivocal on the urgency of this matter. I mean, Benedetto basically said Algorand's in danger. And the guy from the foundation also said it. Mikey? Oh, M-Dog? That's what we're going to call him. Mikkel from the foundation is now M-Dog. Just kidding. All right. So what I will say about this, when it comes to security, when I hear these guys saying things like that, when you think of cyber security, when you think about any types of security, when there is a threat, like they're saying there is, and based on all the knowledge that I have surrounding this stuff, if there's an urgent threat, you have to do something to address that. And Riley from Guard said it, is something that I've heard her say before, something that I've heard before she said it before, is, you know, you don't want to make perfection the enemy of progress, or whatever that saying is. Fine. But the point is this, is that when it comes to security, you've got to do what you can in the moment, because if it's truly a desperate situation, that means it's too cheap to halt the Algorand network. Fucking A, man. I'm sorry for swearing, but like, that's not something that we want to be worrying about. Maybe the bright side of this is that we're worried about it. It's public knowledge. That's probably not the best part. But maybe it's Algorand is transparent and the community is vigilant, and we're addressing this before it becomes a problem. And so it's actually a good thing. I don't know why I just did it that way. You know what I mean? I'm just being me, guys. You just got to be you. You know what I mean? I saw yesterday, I'm a Daily Loud reply guy. I know that appeals to a lot of you. I'm sure it's completely and utterly tainted my Twitter feed, and it's making people regret following me. But it is an experiment. If I can kind of catch on like that, so I can get paid by Twitter, I guess, or X, whatever bullshit that is. But I did see yesterday there was a guy getting married, and he walked down the aisle dancing to Future, and people were making fun of him. And he was the groom, obviously. And I loved it. Just be you, guys. So when you get married, I want you to, just dance. Dance on your way to your bride-to-be, or whatever you like to do. I don't know. Fuck. Why am I swearing so much? I don't know why. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Anyways, point is that if it's urgent enough and there's only limited amount of solutions, you got to address it. Do you guys disagree with me? Michele. Fisherman's Friends. Okay, hold on. Let's get caught up. Wilder. It's been a while. Let's see. Finished the scuba dive just in time for the show. Vince is here. Smash the like button, Vince. Come on, Vince. Good morning. Hola, Shek. All right, let's go. 409. Let's see. Finished the scuba dive just in time for the show. Who the hell is scuba diving? Is Vince a scuba diver? That's pretty cool. Let's see. Shek. Hola, senor. I love fish. Eyes pink heart shape. Michele. The best part of Algorand is the friends you make. Hey, you know what? That's the thing, guys. That's a major thing. I'm like small in the film. Is that it's actually true. I've been coming to the conclusion when it comes to Algorand specifically. Of course, there's the tech. Of course, there's the inspiration of Silvio. Of course, there is a lot of that wonderful stuff. But as I've sort of settled into this thesis, and, I'd love the foundation to disrupt it, prove me wrong. But it does seem to be a general consensus as well that the focus of the foundation and Inc. and that leadership is more based on the institutional side and these big, high, headline type of partnerships, which is great. This is what I've liked about that idea has been something that I liked about Algorand from the beginning, and they do seem to be executing. You know what I mean? I was talking about it the other day about real world assets token. You got it. You got Agro token. You got TravelX. You got all the things. You got all the things. You got real estate. All the things. So all that's cool, and that is a little boring. But in that process of being excited about that, being excited about the tech, you end up making a bunch of friends, right? And then you create a community. And, I think a lot of us are here because we like that community. And obviously if the tech sucked, we would leave. But because the tech works, we don't need anybody to do anything for us necessarily. We can do things for ourselves. You know what I mean? True. Naked Scuba. I have no idea what you people are talking about. But there are, like Mort is saying, there's a lot of great people in Algorand. And that's that. And that includes Folks Finance. I don't want to become a simp for Folks Finance. But look, folks, their name's Folks, for one. And also, isn't it kind of nice to support winners? You know what I mean? They're winning. We keep on watching all of these people leave. We keep on watching these people fail. Lose all their crap because they didn't secure it correctly. And then you got folks spreading the word of algo, making money, I think. I don't know. I don't get a look at their books. But so I mean, of course, it doesn't mean that you don't push back and you don't say what you feel and you don't hold them accountable and you don't, all that crap. I don't care about. I mean, obviously you got to do that, but at some point you got to realize that there's only a few winners here, and Folks Finance is definitely one of them. And for the record, AlgoFi is not one of the winners. In fact, giant losers. AlgoFi. Is that a nice thing to say? Don't forget that 99% of my comments are not worth reading out loud. Well, we learned with some of Algobama's quotes that I will read our comments is I will read almost anything. Charles' opinion needs a scuba mask for his balls. I told you I'd read anything. And all roads lead to Rome. I mean, and seriously, all roads to lead to Rome. All right, let's dive in. Is there anything you wouldn't simp if paid? Yeah, I've said no to a lot of things, fisherman, but at this point, I do need to get paid. By the way, have I told you about Gora? Gora is doing exciting things. We need a decentralized Oracle, and that's that. You know what I mean? So if you would like to pay me, and you don't mind me fully disclosing that you're paying me, and you do not require me to tell people to buy your token, we might be able to make a partnership. We might be able to spread awareness. I might be able to help tell your story, not my version of your story. And I will not tell anybody to buy your token. In fact, most tokens, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but most tokens go down. All right, we need a price chart, Coop. What can Algo Hour afford? We need a price chart. What can Algo Hour afford? What can you afford? All right, let's look at some stuff. You guys want to look at some stuff? I'm going to look at some stuff. I'm going to stop talking to you guys and I'm going to look at some stuff. I'm feeling good. Like, it's not 6:30 in the morning. It's a different place. I'm in a different headspace than I usually am. I do actually prefer the early mornings because I don't have to talk to anybody else. I'm like fresh in my mind. I'm only have your guys' Twitter comments and those Twitter chats and my initial scrolls in my head. This way, I've had to deal with my children, my sick family. I have survived this, but my baby boy, my 1-year-old, and my wife have this new COVID. They're not feeling very healthy. I'm sleeping on the couch. My other 2 children seem to be fine. So hopefully, like every other time that COVID has entered in this house, I can skirt it. Put a skirt on that COVID. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, let's look at CNBC and see what's going down. Okay. How about I remember how to do this? So I go to share screen and we're going to go to CNBC, check the markets, see if there's any news. I already said that Grayscale wasn't going today. Let's make sure you guys can see it. Live our lives the way we meant to. Let's do this guy. Go over here. All right. So, that's what I was kind of talking about earlier, right? I hadn't been following this, but what happened? So Jerry came out and said, inflation's still a problem and we'll raise our rates. Market kind of was expecting him to say that, and it went down. And now the Dow is up over 200 points. The NASDAQ is up over 70. And S&P 500 is up about 20 points. Look at these people. Look at them. Oh, my God. These are the people that basically run the world. Look at him. Look at this guy's face. Who is that guy? I don't even know who that guy is. But that's a face. That's a forehead and a face. This is like the Lagarde lady or whatever her name is. Oh, boy. Hey, look, taurine supplements may lengthen lifespan. How about that? All you Red Bull drinkers are going to live forever. Guys expecting me to click on this? Is this paid? Is this taurine paid content? Taurine, an amino acid that humans produce naturally, is the latest anti-aging supplement that shows potential for increasing longevity. Though taurine levels naturally decline as you age, new research says that supplementing taurine may slow down or reverse aging in older animals like worms. mice and monkeys. All right, well, guess who's buying taurine? I'm a sucker for this shit. I will buy you taurine. I don't drink Red Bull. It makes me feel like crap. So I'm not getting my taurine from Red Bull. I need to get my taurine from a pill, vitamin shop. All right, sorry. Let's see. Nordstrom. Man, companies keep on giving pretty good results. It's funny, NVIDIA was taking over the world, and all it's done is fall since then. Buy the rumor, sell the news. R. Kelly. Nobody cares. Locked in the closet or whatever. All right. We're going to read about this in a second. We don't need to read CNBC's version of that. Let's go here. Share this instead. Okay, Powell signals Fed will raise rates if needed. Keep them high. Stocks rise on Feds. No alarms, no surprises. NVIDIA market reaction shows U.S. rally is over. No boost from NVIDIA results signals more declines ahead. Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA knocked that, and I didn't look closely, but as far as I could tell, NVIDIA knocked that earnings report out of the park. And the fact that they've lost 10% since means that we're a little too excited. Pickleball is taking off in Venezuela. Maduro does not like that. Trump took that picture. I mean, this dude knows what he's doing. Look at that picture. He looks mean. Let's see. JP Morgan sees limited downside for crypto near term after Bitcoin's recent rout. What you got for me, JP? The recent sell-off in crypto markets is likely near an end, with long positions liquidations largely behind us. The fading of some positive legal and regulatory news induced a wave of selling in recent weeks that is still reverberating, though the unwinding appears to be at its end phase. Do you think they're just dangling this Binance news to keep us on the sidelines? Like a couple of weeks ago, normally when I see these types of Binance articles ramping up and like CNBC and stuff, it means that something's coming. It's Friday, so something late afternoon against Binance would be on brand. So, something could happen today, I guess. But I remember reading something a few weeks ago when I wasn't doing my show, and I was like, oh, that would be something to talk about on my show. And it was rumors that the DOJ was saying that they are not sure how aggressively they want to go after Binance because of the market effects of doing that. It's probably just propaganda. As a result, we see limited downside for crypto markets over the near term. JP Morgan says YOLO, folks. FOMO, YOLO, go. Wow, I'm extra stupid. See, this is the problem with me being able to talk to my baby before I do the show, is that I enter into that kind of vibe. It's okay. At least I'm not doing Devin. That character's evolved in a weird way, right? I don't really know where to take it. I thought maybe he'd run for president, but then I kind of lost steam on that idea. Okay, that's enough. Hey, guys, Grayscale, you want Bitcoin exposure in your brokerage account? Well, buy it with GBTC. It's worth significantly less than Bitcoin, and everybody hates them. Do that. All right, let's go to CoinDesk. What do you got for me, CoinDesk? Got the same ad. Got the same ad. All right, get out of my way. Oh my God. Fuck off. What is going on? I had an ad blocker and I turned it off because all the sites bully you and make your life miserable when you have those ad blockers on. But Bitcoin's pushing down still a little bit while everything else is sort of turning around. Jackson Hole, where Fed policy is decided on the fly. Okay, so the issue seems to be the peer-to-peer service. I was going to read this. This is the response to well, here, before let's dive in here. I'll get to the prices in a second, but let's just talk about this Binance thing because it's interesting. It is, I think it's what's looming. And then once we wash this off, I really think it's bull time. Once we can get past this, then you're going to get a Grayscale is going to win a lawsuit, or maybe Grayscale's going to win this damn lawsuit, and then they're going to drop this because they're still, they want BlackRock to be our daddy. But once Grayscale wins this lawsuit, once the Binance Department of Justice goes away, and I really think, and then you're going to get all these spot Bitcoin ETFs, and you're going to have the halving, and then we're going to be glorious. So let's just real quick, let's look at this story, if you're not up on it, about what happened with Binance and are we there? Yeah, we're there. Binance and Russia. Okay, Binance dubs barred Russian banks on its platform as yellow and green cards. Okay, what? Despite the U.S. Department of Justice investigating Binance for violation of U.S. sanctions with its services in Russia, the firm has continued to promote its platform in the country. Binance peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchange in Russia has continued to facilitate transactions through sanctioned banks like Rosbank after denying relationships with any banks. On August 23, multiple local news sources reported that Binance peer-to-peer has renamed some of its troubled payment options for withdrawals and deposits, namely the sanctioned Russian banks like Tinkoff and Rosbank. The peer-to-peer exchange replaced the bank's names Tinkoff and Rosbank with the terms like yellow and green. At the time of writing, Binance peer-to-peer offers customers the use of the local cards to sell cryptocurrencies like Tether to Russian rubles and receive them on sanctioned Tinkoff and Rosbank. The new naming apparently comes shortly after the Wall Street Journal on August 22nd reported that Binance offered Russian clients at least 5 sanctioned Russian banks, including Rosbank and Tinkoff, as options for processing payments. In the Wall Street Journal report, Binance executives denied any relationships with any banks whatsoever in Russia or elsewhere in relation to its peer-to-peer platform. Binance follows the global sanctions rules and enforces sanctions on people, organizations, entities, and countries that have been blacklisted by the international community, denying such actors access to the Binance platform. By the way, Binance has an elite team of lawyers. So and CZ is obviously a deft player in this space. So it's not like they're just going to roll over. The news came a few days after Binance services in Russia were promoted on a YouTube channel of a major Russian YouTuber, Yuri Dud. Recent video on his VDud YouTube channel, which has 10.3 million subscribers, featured an advertisement of Binance's services, offering $5 USDT in exchange for signing up on the platform. In the video, Dud also promoted Binance Earn, which allows users to earn passive income on crypto through a variety of products like flexible savings, locked savings, staking, and liquidity mining. It appears to be unclear how the latest news aligns with the Western sanctions against Russia. Okay, that iPad making a phone call right now is annoying me. It appears to be unclear how the latest news. Okay, in let's see, February 2023, European Council sanctioned Russian banks like Tinkoff and Rosbank as part of its 10th package of sanctions on Russia's war against Ukraine. The United States also put sanctions on Tinkoff in May 2023. The news comes months after the U.S. Department of Justice Security Division reportedly launched an investigation of Binance for allowing Russians to use the exchange in violation of U.S. sanctions. Binance has not been the sole cryptocurrency exchange that has been facilitating such transactions in Russia. Other major peer-to-peer crypto exchanges, including Huobi and OKX, also allow transfers with Tinkoff, Rosbank, as well as Sberbank at the time of writing. Huobi and OKX didn't immediately respond to Cointelegraph's request for comment. Yada, yada, yada. You guys get it. Now, this is peer-to-peer. This isn't as straightforward as, having like your Chase account linked to Coinbase. This is a different game. But let's go back to where we were, because that's from a few days ago. And now we had an hour ago this news. All right. Binance delists sanctioned Russian banks from peer-to-peer service. Russian users of Binance were able to move money abroad through the service, which could present legal challenges for the exchange. Binance has cut ties with 5 sanctioned Russian banks that were listed on the exchange peer-to-peer service to let users transfer funds in rubles, the country's native currency. This is due to a regular update of its system to comply with local and global regulatory standards and sanction rules, Binance said. When gaps are pointed out to us, we seek to address and remediate them as soon as possible, in line with our ongoing commitments. Payment methods on a Binance peer-to-peer platform that do not fit with our compliance policies are not available on our platform. An earlier article by the Wall Street Journal, which reported the news first, pointed out how Binance was helping Russians move money abroad, which puts the exchange in a legally tricky position. Binance has faced several legal challenges since the start of this year, including a suit brought by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission against the exchange based on allegations that it did not comply with federal securities laws. So they got to deal with securities laws and sanctions laws. Security laws have probably been put to bed for a while because of the XRP case. All right, there you go. So we'll see. It's opaque. I think more concerning is how much trouble is Binance financially, and how much are they leveraged using BNB as collateral. Now, some people would be very convinced that BNB is going to crash and would like to short that to an oblivion. There's a lot of logic to that, but I will push back a little bit and say CZ's probably got more tricks up his sleeve. So this can move. So be careful. All right. Either way, it can go either way. Sweeping U.S. tax proposal met with boos from crypto world. Should I just read that? I had other things queued up about this, but I guess we can just read this article, or we'll get back to it. Let's look at prices. Prices are fun. Pepe, man, what did you guys do? What did you guys do to Pepe? All right, so we got Bitcoin sitting right under 26. Ethereum's been living at 16.5. I just brought up BNB. It's at 217. It had fallen. I think as low as like 2 something. Lower than that. I don't remember what it was. Like 205 or something. XRP is right back at $0.50. Cardano's sitting around $0.25. Solana's pushing down. Polkadot's pushed down to 450-ish. Where are we at? Litecoin's having a hard time post-halving. It's wild how the Litecoin halving has nothing to do with the price pumping, but the Bitcoin does. It's because Bitcoin leads the way. All right. And usually the halving is what kicks off the run, the Bitcoin halving. And the Litecoin halving is clearly timed to happen before the Bitcoin one. All right, whatever. Okay. Ethereum Classic, $16. It's interesting. I don't think it's as stupid as maybe some of you do. It's a classic Ethereum. And if proof of stake Ethereum no longer works, maybe people will go back to old classy Coca-Cola Classic. All right. Number 30, where Algo used to be permanently locked, has now been replaced by HBAR, a little under 6 cents. Makes me uneasy, HBAR, but I don't hate on you. You guys like it. It's okay. Quant, man, that thing is stuck to $100. What in God's name is happening with that? Just stuck. How long has it been there? Give me some... Anybody buy that dip? Didn't last long. I don't own any quant. Do you guys own quant? I mean, it really loves $100. It hasn't had a ton of times where there was much upside from $100, but this is the 1-year chart. All right, moving on. This is like a CBDC play, right? Quant. Everybody's favorite thing, CBDCs. Arbitrum pushing down, less than $1. VeChain. Algorand's undervalued. Like, let's be honest. Look at this stuff. There she is. 45. Our new best friend. 96.75. Wow. Wow. Okay. There you go. There's that. Let's look at Algo BTC. How's that doing? You guys can see all this, right? Yeah. Algo BTC. It's up. It's up on Bitcoin right now. There you go. How do you feel, guys? Do you feel boosted? You guys feeling boosted? That now that Algo is up on BTC, it's up 1/4 of a percentage point today. It's up over 5% in the week. It's down 1% on the month, and then over 6 months, it's down 65%. Sweet. Fear and greed. Fear and greed. We're in fear at number 39. Yesterday was 41. Last week was 39. So we're living in fear, folks. Bitcoin dominance. While Algo is up on Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance is up 1.5%. We've been stuck at a 1.1 million or trillion dollar market cap. It'd be quite the opportunity if crypto is at a 1.1 million market cap. How you doing, gold? What's up, gold? 1900, 1913, making its climb from 1905 up back up to 1913. Look at that drop. Who rugged? Who rugged gold? Just kidding. 20 to down 0.09%. Down 1.5% over 30 days. And doing pretty well, though. It's up over 10% in the year. In the past 5 years, it's up 60%. So this store of value continues to store value to all you gold haters. Yeah, Coinbase. We'll just go through this news and then I'll come back to you guys. Coinbase, real quick, outlines decentralization plan for Base with fault proofs and OP client diversity. Coinbase said it planned to fully decentralize the layer 2 network in the future. This will be done by implementing fault proofs and using diverse client software to keep the network censorship resistant. You know, man, I hope you guys get this done. I'm rooting for Coinbase, not just because I hold their stock. Underwater on their stock. I didn't buy it. I bought it later, but I'm still underwater. I bought it for like $100. All right. Coinbase has unveiled a plan to move the Base network to a decentralized model, focusing on multiple technical updates to ensure no single entity has control. The Base core team said it will work on decentralizing the network by implementing fault proofs and using diverse. Okay, we just read that. Coinbase, in collaboration with the decentralized autonomous organization Optimism Collective and OP Labs, will work on transitioning Base, part of OP Stack, towards full decentralization. However, the team has not provided a specific timeline for this transition. We're excited to see OP Labs and other contributors to the OP Stack making fast progress, yada, yada, yada. Contributing to superchain infrastructure. Right. Anything else? You got anything else that I should read? The block. Tokenized remittances with launch of Colombian peso stablecoin. Okay, there's this news. This is other breaking, not breaking. You guys probably already heard about it. It happened yesterday. MasterCard and Binance end crypto card partnership in 4 countries. MasterCard is ending its crypto card payment program with Binance in Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, and Bahrain. MasterCard and crypto exchange giant Binance are ending crypto card programs. Forged a partnership allowing users to convert cryptocurrency into fiat with the ability to earn up to 8% cash back in crypto. Merchants still receive fiat while customers use their crypto as a means of payment, which was intended to bolster broader crypto adoption. Crypto card. And then this is just MasterCard, but so MasterCard, Visa. Okay, Visa halts issuing new Binance card while MasterCard ends its pact. Crypto exchange under legal and regulatory challenges globally. Visa stopped issuing new co-branded cards with Binance in Europe as of July. MasterCard is doing what we just read. Binance got cut off from the U.S. banking system in February and lost the ability to accept some bank transfers in Australia in May. Most recently, Binance decided to shut down a one-year-old product called Binance Connect that allowed businesses to accept crypto through Visa and MasterCard. Its banking partner in Europe is set to stop providing support in September. Binance Card launched as part of a push to encourage crypto adoption more broadly. MasterCard's decision will affect all 4 of its co-branded card programs. Binance said in a post on social platform X, formerly known as Twitter, that less than 1% of users in Latin America and Middle East will be impacted by the decision and that Binance accounts globally are not affected. MasterCard said there's no impact on any other crypto card program. The wind down period will allow cardholders to convert any holdings in their Binance wallets, it said. All right. So that's just smoke. You know what I mean? That's just more smoke about Binance. You're clearly seeing where the pressure is on these companies. They have to disassociate, which means something is coming. And what is coming, hopefully is just fines. Hopefully CZ isn't, hopefully this Binance's financials aren't a house of cards built on BNB as collateral. For the love of God, I hope that that's not the case. They say it's not. Nick Carter just had a really tasty croissant. Sorry. That would have been better if you guys could actually see me saying that stupid things. All right. Wait, this isn't. I thought I had some stuff queued. Okay, we should talk about this. All right, so proposed Treasury and IRS regulations for crypto asset brokers just dropped and do indeed explicitly characterize various persons involved in DeFi, including operators of websites that communicate with wallets as brokers. I'll need to dig in more, but it looks pretty bad. So basically what the real quick of this is the Treasury, and I haven't read this either. So what I understand, and maybe we'll dive into that article just so they can give us the quick overview. But these are proposed rule changes, which is basically meant to, to catch all of you tax cheats. And so front-end developers are going to have to keep track of profit and loss and all of that stuff and give you some 1099, some version of a 1099 every year. And that's going to be super messy, and it's going to complicate the whole thing. And it's going to, and need a ton of surveillance on what you're doing with your crypto assets. Nobody should be all that excited about it. But, this isn't going to happen anytime soon. It's said in there that it's not going to happen anytime soon. There's going to be ample amount of time for the crypto lobby to, and just crypto people involved and figureheads and everything to let their opinions be known on all this stuff. There's going to be, in October. And I don't think any of this is even meant to go into effect until the year 2025. For, I think, the 2025 year, which means you would be doing those taxes in 2026. So there's a lot of time for this to change, is my point. So it's nothing to get overly panicked about. But yeah, it's just, we all knew that they're going to come after DeFi and they're trying to, they're, in their opinion, they're probably trying to clean this space up. And then in most other people's opinion, they're trying to control it and run it. So let's read. Let's read this real quick. I haven't read this article. Okay. All right. Sweeping U.S. tax proposal met with boos. Minutes after the U.S. long-awaited proposal for taxing crypto gains went public, objections erupted from those tied to decentralized operation counted as brokers. Okay. An immediate burst of criticism shows the U.S. Treasury Department's new proposal on how to handle digital asset taxes will face a long road as it enters a months-long period of public comments and hearings. X, the site formerly known as Twitter, that's so annoying, quickly filled the complaints about the proposal's scope, particularly how the tax reporting demands may capture decentralized crypto operations that the industry would argue are impossible to bring into compliance. Now, we know, for being honest, and I hope that the SEC isn't listening to this, but we all know that a lot of these decentralized apps are not as decentralized. But there are some truly decentralized ones, and this is what we need to be encouraging. We don't need to be encouraging pump and dumps for turkey butt fucking horse face, a lollygag, Candyland Inu. Get your buddies together and dump on people that decide that it's time to buy it. Oh, God, it's so annoying. I'm so annoyed by the space, but it's okay. I don't mind people making money. I don't care if you're playing your games, but at some point, just a general thing starts to become something you don't want to be part of. I don't judge you. You know what I mean? I don't hate on anybody going out there and doing their hustle and making money if they can do it in the right way, or not even the right way. If you could just do it, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not policing that, and I'm not trying to necessarily stop it. But when it just becomes incessant and stupid, it just becomes something that's hard to be part of, and it's exhausting, and you want it to go away. So you can focus on real shit. But anyways, the point is that what we should be focusing on, because sure, guys, Bitcoin is pretty decentralized. Litecoin is pretty decentralized. You know, you can go down Digibyte, decentralized, la-di-da. And we like that. And there's things to love about those things. But there's also the backbone technology that we're going to be obviously using. You can see it. You can see it with Algorand in Argentina. You see it with Algorand and a lot of different things. You see it with a lot of different projects, right? Not a lot of different projects, actually. You don't see it in a lot of different projects. You see it a lot in Algorand. And it's unfortunate that more people don't know about it, but that's okay. My point is at some point, are we going to get back to why this is even important in the first place? I know a lot of Bitcoiners and all those guys will be like, and all that shit anyways, but it's not. And we can create a better world if it works towards real decentralization. And we see how hard it is. We're seeing how hard it is in Algorand currently, the way we started this show. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Get over it. You know what I mean? I'm here today. That's what I'm doing. And if I can't get it out correctly, I'll be back. Stop yelling at me, brain. All right. While acknowledging that self-hosted wallet users effectuate their own transfers, the proposal still somehow attempts to find third parties responsible for effectuating transfers on behalf of a wallet user. In order to square the circle, the proposal asks one to accept that effectuating doesn't mean effectuating. All right. It's a bit heady. In a statement, Patrick Mahenry, a Republican from North Carolina, the chair of the House Financial Services Committee, said that while he was glad to see the effective date and certain exemptions were included, the proposed rulemaking fails on numerous other accounts. Did I skip over? Another poster on the platform noted that wallet providers MetaMask, Uniswap, and any smart contract with a multi-sig security setup might be captured under the reporting requirements. This would force these entities to develop new know your customer rules for their users. Well, is it possible to have an actually decentralized setup that isn't just governed by a multi-sig? What's possible, folks? Can we actually achieve decentralization, or does that mess up too many people's financials? Those are actual questions. Following the passage of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, numerous lawmakers of both parties made clear that any proposed rule must be narrow, tailored, and clear. However, it fails on numerous other counts. All right. The crypto ecosystem is very different from that of traditional assets, so the rules must be tailored accordingly and not capture ecosystem participants that don't have a pathway to compliance. I agree with you, Kristen. But Smith also nodded to the other side of this coin that the future rules will potentially give the masses of crypto investors a clear path to file their taxes, eliminating what's been a major roadblock for easy involvement in digital assets. If done correctly, these rules could help provide everyday crypto users with the necessary information to accurately comply with tax laws. So there's probably a happy medium here. And potentially, I think that they're not including minors. So maybe this is just a good start and we can get to a happy medium. Am I being too optimistic? Well, I'll stay that way because there's no urgency for me to get angry. Good. We're still here. Let's go real quick. I'll share this in a second. Okay, but what's the ticker? I'm hopeful. Okay, yeah. All right, these are just a bunch of you guys supporting my live. Let's see. Let's go to the foundation. I thought I had this queued up. You guys can't see this, right? Now you can. All right, let's see. I know that they did a call about, or they did a space about this morning in Spanish. AidTech, 4 hours ago, the Algorand Foundation retweeted it. Along with our partners, the foundation, Algorand Foundation, Visa, and High Note Social, we're working towards delivering funds to those affected by the recent Maui fires in Hawaii via our Care Wallet. You can donate to them below. What I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm turning around. Look, they might not be doing everything that I want, but this is real solutions. This is able to get people money in a way, let's see. Anyways, the All Right app. I don't know what that is. Ripio. Let's go to Ripio. Oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't go to Ripio. Let's go away from Ripio. Donde está Ripio is about all I could read, so let's not do that. We're proud to partner with Ripio. Okay, let's read this. Let's read this one. All right, so let's give you guys what it is. Argentina's leading digital asset platform to accelerate the adoption of Algorand in Latin America. This integration with Algorand offers users the fastest and cheapest option for USDC on-ramp and transfers across major exchanges. Now, if you guys don't know, and I don't know a lot, so maybe I'm getting this wrong. So if you do know, you can correct me in the chat and we can get fact checked real time. But as far as I can tell or know, I think there's an election in Argentina, and somebody that is polling very, very well wants to dollarize Argentina. If you don't know, Argentina is experiencing insane hyperinflation. I think inflation is up over 200%. There was something about ice cream in the news. It was very expensive. Got to stock up on ice cream in Argentina because it's about to go through the roof. They've put price controls on gas so gas doesn't follow. I think that they've locked gas prices until the end of October. They're in a massive, massive crisis in Argentina. This guy wants to dollarize. Algorand has a huge, huge, huge footprint in Argentina. There are things like TravelX, I think, is out of Argentina. There is AgroToken, I think, is out of Argentina. Rand Labs is out of Argentina. But just my point is that I think I remember seeing Silvio meeting with the leader of Argentina not so long ago. So Argentina is about to have, if they go to the dollar, is going to probably have it on blockchain technology. Would be the easiest transition to dollarizing, and it's going to be on Algorand rails. This strategic partnership addresses the needs of users in Latin America, where cost effectiveness plays a crucial role in crypto adoption. Yeah, they're not trying to send USDC on Ethereum. Together, we believe blockchain tech will drive financial empowerment, bringing a brighter and more inclusive future for all of Latin America. It should be a heart. Just kidding. This is the way. Das is good. How good? Toucan Tribe. like these. I don't have one, but I like them. I feel like they didn't, did they get the love that they deserved? I don't know. You guys hate these? I don't. Look at that. Messi's in the United States and Miami, Argentina, Algorand's in Argentina. Okay, this is enough. All right, are you guys still there? I legit feel like I'm just talking to myself. It's great. You guys want to check my notifications? Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go back. No, I didn't want to do that. Let's do this. Let's go here. I need a haircut. Okay. What do you got? Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Yeehaw. I watched a video of a... I don't know, who cares? Just be patient, guys. Oh, yeah. Pepe. I didn't even look at Pepe. What a crime. Let me just look at Pepe real quick, because what's going on? They're rugging that old Billy Bobo? Let's go here. What am I doing? I want to go here. I want to share this instead. And I want to click on Pepe. I didn't look at Pepe. Oh, Pepe, you gave up a zero. Market cap is only 350 million. You know what I also didn't do? We're going to go one more place after this. You guys are going to be patient with me. I don't know. How bad did it look? Let's look at 7 days. Yeah, there you go. Somebody made a lot of money and said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make a lot of money. And then it could go like this. And then if you guys decide to do this, let's make some more money. You know what I'm saying? You just have to trust. This is the way this game is that you're like, okay, I feel like people are into this. I feel the cosmic energy. Pepe's funny. Ooh, I feel the guys. I feel the energy, the vibe on Twitter. That Twitter vibe is feeling good. It's feeling good. Okay, let's buy. Okay, wait, the Twitter vibe is not feeling so good. We got to, oh shit, they just dumped. Damn it. I should have sold when I felt the vibe. When I felt the vibe shift, I should have sold, but then my Daddy Pepe sold before me. How come I can't outtime Daddy Pepe? Because Daddy Pepe can sell whenever the hell he wants because he owns most of the damn supply. God damn you, Daddy Pepe. I've lost my mind, guys. You guys have ruined me. Do you understand? You've ruined me. Speaking of ruining me, let's look at Vestige. I propose Bunsen from Vestige and Benedetto from Italy have a wrestling match in the Coliseum. I understand that that's a home court advantage for Benedetto, but it's just wrestling. We do it in the Coliseum, gladiator style, and we live our best life. Did you guys know that Rollbit is on Algorand? Now you can buy that stuff without all the gas. Without all the gas. Pepe's down 18% on Algorand. Coop. Look at that, man. You guys love it. Look at you all loving it. You love it. I don't know what I'm doing. Have you guys seen? This does make me want to root for Bunsen in that wrestling match, though, because he did this, or they did this really early. You can Coopify the chart. Oh, this doesn't seem like so long ago. Good for us. How big are some of these alternative pairs? So you got Coop Go ETH with 2,000. Yeah, no, Coop Beast TC's got no. I was thinking about maybe. Doesn't matter. All right. So you got the Coopify. Let's go back to Vestige real quick. How are we doing? Opulus moving off of Algorand. I don't know if they're completely moving off or they're just expanding. Maybe you guys have that answer. Look, Coop catching up to Vestige in TVL. Market cap under 300. The TVL is almost 50% of the market cap. That's not usual. For example, if you look at Opulus, TVL is 280,000 and a 15 million market cap. I mean, they have tokens on other chains, so that makes more sense. But even like something like DeFi, $1 million market cap, I guess it's actually close to similar. Chips, there you go. Finally, an example that makes sense. All right, doesn't matter. Go Mint has been performing pretty well. They're buying with their profits. They're buying tokens. Gora's bounced back. All right, there you go. Votecoin. Akita's having a good 24 hours. If you didn't tune into my space on Wednesday, I'm doing a weekly Twitter space. So make sure you go on Twitter, you follow me, like my posts. If you don't want to, if you want to encourage me monetizing Twitter, you can even like my annoying posts, my annoying replies. At some point, I'm going to stop doing that. I promise. But anyways, doesn't matter. It's a what do you call that? An experiment. But follow me on Twitter, like and tune into the Twitter Spaces. I've done 2 in a row, once a week. I'm on my next week. It'll be my 3rd ReCoop space. I'm getting some great people speaking. We're having good conversations. Last one went for a couple, almost 3 hours, I think. So I'm hanging out and trying to grow my presence on Twitter. But my point is that Kirby, the guy that took over Akita a long time ago and has turned it around, was a guest on that show, on that last space, and is impressive. Building cool stuff for Akita. They got a great site. About to, they have staking on their site, and they're going to make it so you can. There could be a staking. You could be staking Coop on his site and earning rewards and stuff like that. So they're building cool shit. So shout out to Akita Inu. A very popular meme dog coin on Algorand. All right, let's go to the chat before we sign off. All right, so we got Pepe feels bad, man. Yep, it sure does. Me buying kicks off the run. Don't know what that means. Probably in Political News Friday is actually known as Take Out the Trash Day because it has the least visibility. Speaking of propaganda, let me get a propaganda at them titties. What are you talking about, dude? Charles, what are you talking about, bro? I watched West Wing, so I know what I'm talking about. You guys are doing great. This is fun. Me kicking kicks off the run. Okay, still doesn't make sense to me. Just be patient, guys. Talking with BR this weekend. Borderless Capital. No, BR. Ben Richardson. I don't know what BR is. Hi, Philly. Pepe Dev sold most of their bag. Being reported for financial crimes. Could face jail time. Is that true? Checking in on my lunch break. Well, I hope you're still here, Felicia. Work only gives me 30 minutes. That sucks. Little quant for the soul. Hey, Coop. All right. What's up, outsider? Yeehaw. More and more use cases makes me feel boosted. Yeah. I think you're picking up on that. Was my feeling as well. Feeling like algo is deliberately underrepresented and ignored. Yeah, I've been feeling like that for a while. And it's because of what we're seeing. Actual mainstream adoption. Mainstream. But, actual adoption. But there's a lot of red flags. I don't mean to get all excited again. You know what I mean? I don't want to. Look, I'm in a very realistic stage of my process. And you can't listen to the space that we just listened to and be like, full steam ahead. You got to be cautious. Sheck liked the fact that YouTube shills haven't been blabbering about it. Mort, I hate shilling as well. The issue I have is even people with years in the space have no clue how good algo is. Yes. Usability and confidence is going to be ultimately the selling points for mass adoption by industry. Nothing else comes close that I've used so far. XDC is probably my next favorite transaction chain. Coop price prediction for algo in 1 year. Let's hear it, Fisherman. What is it? What is your Coop price prediction for algo? Oh, Coop's price prediction for algo in 1 year. I thought he wanted a Coop coin price prediction, which I would never give. Coop's price prediction for algo in 1 year is I want Fisherman to give a price prediction for algo in 1 year. Pump algo. Preach, Coop. It wouldn't be the ReCoop if you rambled in a straight line. You know what I mean? But you guys, I think, are starting to feel what it's like to follow my brain. I have to replace the gaskets on my Jeep. Can I just use gum instead? Are you me? Because I have a Jeep as well. I don't need to replace the gaskets. Way too optimistic. Fun fact, 89.68% of Argentinians have a smartphone. Way too optimistic. Was that a joke when I was reading the Coinbase stuff? When Yellow, what's up? Greenheart. Glitter Guy's back. Is he in here? Now, this is, maybe you guys want to pass this on if you want. I'm not trying to make any accusations or anything like that. But from what I've heard in the background, something that irritates people about Gary, the Glitter Guy, is he was so against the Algorand community. And then leading up to them saying that Glitter was going to shut down, he got very effusive about Algorand technology and the community. And then he shut it down and they sold the token. Or, people affiliated with Glitter rugged the token. So I think a lot of people are suspicious that he was trying to get some fools to put some liquidity in so they had more money to pull out. I'm not saying that that's what they did, but isn't that what you guys are concerned about? I will not be leading a charge on that because I just don't care. Sheck is bad at selling. I have traditionally been pretty bad. I am a holder, a long-time holder, but at some point in the last about 6 months ago, the trend became my friend. And I made some very wise decisions. I'm a hoarder. I'm a bit of a hoarder myself, Mort. Has anyone seen seriously would like to know if anyone's seen Silvio? No. Bunsen is fundamentally right that it should be handled on the protocol level. And that was my question, is like, why isn't it being handled on the protocol level? But I have to say, again, I said it at the beginning of the show, when it comes to security of your house, of your family, of your computer, when it comes to security and there is a glaring red light problem happening that can take the whole thing down, you have to address that as fast as you possibly can, in the best way that you possibly can, even if it does give in on some certain principles, because you got to stop the bad thing from happening. And then you could start figuring out how to put things in place. I mean, and I'm not super informed about all of this. And I know that Bunsen and Benedetto can have a much better conversation about this, and they know the ins and outs of it. But just in a generalist type of way, when it comes to security, somebody's going to, hurt my kid, I've got to hurt him first. And that's not the best solution sometimes. You know what I mean? Sheck got some roll bit. I think folks in Guard and Foundation just want to get something rolling. Yes, exactly. Is that roll bit legit, or is someone setting up a rug? No, that roll bit's legit. Banking on extreme degens. It's real. Decades. Now, how does that work? Because I have no idea how Rollbit actually works. But isn't there utility of Rollbit on the platform? Can you use wrapped Rollbit on the platform? Or is this purely just to hold and speculate that will continue to have price appreciation? There you go. Always tough to say since it's not fully diluted yet, but they have a burn mechanism with their insane lottery and casino. There you go. Coop, Miami soon. I need to get to Miami. I really want to go to Miami. I've never been to Miami. Can we do something fun in Miami? Will you guys, somebody pay me to go to Miami and like host some stuff and let's have some fun on a boat? Please. If you guys pay me, my wife will let me go. God, hate to sound like such a. It's a joke, by the way. I'm not as compliant as I'll sometimes joke. It's my routine. You know, it's like one of my favorite personalities from back in the day is Rodney Dangerfield, and he gets no respect. It's one of my favorite routines. It was one of my favorite routines as a comic. I like that. People like it. They like the 6'4" guy that looks like me to cut myself down a bit. I noticed that works. Guard. Guard. Coop, win comb. Exactly. I got to call and see if they shipped it. It arrived, but there's a Coop Toshi handmade comb coming from me, made by Governor's Hat, and it says Coop Toshi on it. I will be exclusively combing my hair with this thing once it arrives, but it's pretty rad that Governor's Hat did it, and I want to see it. Oh, Gary. That guy's pretty funny. Just a bunch of hicks, purely for speculation. They don't allow you to use the wrapped roll block on roll. Yeah, I'm at. Yes, Miami. I know, for real. Coop event in Miami. Can we do that? It's down a crap ton. Classic faulty towers. Guard. How did Guard do? How's Guard doing? Is it okay if I do this? Let's just look at Guard real quick. Has that bounced back? Have they figured that out? Have they done a space? Well, it is bouncing back. But still, not super desirable to have an 89-cent stable coin. But any of you that bought it in the 60 cents is pretty happy, right? All right. I know some of you did. Wag me YOLO. All right, guys. If you don't have anything, it looks like 67 in 24 hours. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad that that's turned around, and any of you that tried to arb that didn't get burned. But you know, Riley from Guard was showing up in the folks finance space, talking about incentivizing consensus. So it doesn't sound like they're trying to disappear after that. So, you know, maybe Guard will find its peg after all. All right. Unless there's anything new here, let me just, while you guys kind of just stare at me, I'll just check. Oh, I guess I am sharing. I guess we can share this instead of watching me squint. Why don't we just, is there any news? Did we already see this? So we're just getting to that time of the day where stuff potentially does go down. All right. The Dow's up 300 points. Instacart's going public. All right. Yeah, NVIDIA just keeps on going down. Interesting. The 10 years up over 4. All right, folks. Well, it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yes, thank you for everything, Coop, Trophy, Yellow, Smiling. You guys are doing it. Welcome back, Dr. Daniels. We're here. Thanks for joining, Shek, gents, and you know, ladies, I guess. Peace and love. In DCA, we trust. There we go. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you next week. I'll be doing my Twitter space again. I'll be doing this again for sure on Friday. And who knows what else I will be doing next week. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a fun weekend. And follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And, you know, spread the word. Let's grow this thing. Peace.